So how it works is that on the NIH side, we lay out what our overall goal for a program is. So for each of our 20 or so common fund programs, we have a stated goal. So for example, for HubMap, it's to establish the framework for mapping the human body at a single cell resolution. So we laid out the program essentially in 4 phases when we started. So we knew we had 8 years of funding to work with for this particular program. So we said, the first year is the year we're going to get everything set up. We're going to get it running. We're going to see how well we can generate data, make sure we can collect tissues, make sure that we have all the quality control checks in place that we need. So that was really the first year of the program, was that kind of setup phase. And then the second, third, and fourth years, we described as being the scale-up phase. So this was really the first 4 years were about trying different things to see what worked, see what we could generate data on, see how we could think about integrating those data types together. So that was really the first 4 years. There were certainly a lot of things that turned out as we expected in terms of data types that we could generate well. We could get lots of data. Groups who do this work, clearly can generate lots of data, but could we also get groups who weren't necessarily the developers of the technology to also generate these data types? And I think we were pretty successful with that. We also ended up developing a number of new technologies along the way, which I think will be important for the next phase of HubMap. And then I think there were some things that we tried which didn't work as well. So it's not quite clear how we think about those moving forward. How we incorporate them or prioritize them compared to other types of data. But really, the next 4 years of the program will be what we describe as being the production phase. So we'll prioritize generating data types that we know we can generate well, that we know how to integrate them into some model of the human body. And then the fourth phase is really in the last year of the program, which is how we think about transitioning to some kind of sustainability for all the products we generate as part of the program. Because, obviously we don't want to spend 8 years doing all of this work, developing a lot of different things, and then as soon as the money runs out, we cut everything off. So, we want to make sure the products that come out of this program are sustained in some way, either through other NIH programs, through international efforts that are related to this, or just being pursued by different institutes or centers at NIH in specific disease contexts.